Hi viewers, today I'm going to be going through how to deal with blue screen of death error. Now many of you probably know what blue screen of death error is, but if you don't, in short, it's basically an error that occurs when there's something wrong with your computer. It could be incompatible software, incompatible hardware, overheating, infected computer, faulty hardware, out-of-date hardware, software, and many other reasons. Now I'm going to show you an example. The first time you get blue screen of death error, the first thing you want to ask is, have I changed anything? Have I installed a new software? Have I installed a new hardware or anything like that, if it's the first time happening? But if you can't think of anything like that, then you want to do what I'm going to show you in a minute. So once you get the error, you get some information. It tells you it was shut down. The main reason you get blue screen of error is to prevent further damage to your software or hardware, mainly hardware. And it gives you the actual error name or code, and here it tells you what basically I just said. Have I changed anything? Have I installed new software? Have I installed new hardware? And if I have, roll back and see if that fixes the problem. And then it gives you some technical information here, which is the stop code. This is basically Windows being forced to shut down, and then here tells you where it happened in the memory. Now the most important thing here is right at the end, which is the beginning dump of physical memory. When an error occurs, when a blue screen error occurs, there's a folder is made in C drive Windows where it stores information about the error. So here, if you see this, that means you can have a look at all the blue screen error information that has occurred before. So what you want to do is go to see it, go to Start, go to My Computer, and then go to C drive, go to Windows, and then find a mini dump folder, which is right here. Open it. Now when I try to open the files or the mini dump files, it won't allow me. So to open these files, I have to install a software called Blue Screen View. Now Blue Screen View is a free software. I will provide the link in the description below. To download it is very simple. Just go to the link I've provided. Then go down and then just use the external mirror one. Download it. I'm using Google Chrome, so it looks different, but once you click on it, just go to save and then open the file. Now once you've downloaded the file, I've already downloaded mine, what you want to do is open it. Mine's right here if you can't see it. It's a zip file. Once you open it, open the exe file, which is the executable file. Go to yes and then press yes. Now by default it should open the files in your mini dump folder, but if it does not, it should do. But if it doesn't, just go to advanced option right in the top left corner, and then you can direct it to the mini dump folder manually. Just go to browse and then go to local C drive, which is here, and then go to Windows and then find the mini dump folder. Yeah, here it is, and then press OK and then OK. Now here you'll get a lot more information about the error that occurred. Click on, it'll tell you the name, the date, the time, the name, where it happened in the memory again, and most importantly the driver that caused it. Here it is. It gives you some file description, the product name, the company who makes the product, and here again it gives you more information. It highlights the actual drivers that caused it. Now in this case, one of them is, I have two. One of them is related to Windows. If you look at the product name, and you can see micro operating system, and the second one is a graphics driver. Now, just because it says the graphics driver reported the problem, it does not mean it's the actual graphics driver that's causing the problem. It could be the actual hardware that the driver is being used by. So you have to look and find out whether it's the driver or the hardware that's causing the problem. If you don't know what the driver is, you can simply look it up in Google and then go on from there. Now that we know the driver that's causing the problem, we want to find out whether it's the hardware or the software. So the next thing that we want to do is the best way I know to find whether it's the software or the hardware is to go into safe mode, and for example, let's take the graphic driver. Go into safe mode and try and reproduce the problem. If the problem occurs in safe mode, then it's most likely the hardware that's causing the problem. But if it does not, that means it's something wrong with the driver. If you don't know how to get into safe mode, it's very simple. All you do is shut down your computer first, and then just tap F8 key on your keyboard. Keep tapping F8 key on your keyboard till you get something like this, and from here just use your keyboard arrows to select safe mode, and then you'll boot into safe mode. In safe mode, only the basic files and drivers are loaded to run Windows. Now once you're in safe mode, you want to try and recreate the problem to get the blue screen error again. Now if you don't get the blue screen error again in safe mode, that means it's got something to do with the software or the drivers. But if you do get the blue screen error again in safe mode, that means it's got to do something with your hardware. So here I'm going to show you an example that I showed you before, which was the graphics card. Here you can see the dump file, the driver that caused it, and which is the graphics card driver. If I tried to recreate the problem in safe mode, it didn't work, which means it's got something to do with the software. So what you want to do is, first of all, update the driver and see if that works. If that doesn't work, then you want to uninstall the driver and then install the driver again. Make sure you have the driver if you're gonna uninstall the driver of the graphics card. Now to do this in Windows 7 is quite simple. Go to Start and then right click on My Computer and then go to Manage. Once you here, go to Device Manager and then find your display adapter, and then right click on your graphics driver and then go to Properties. Here you can see your manufacturer NVIDIA. If you go to the drivers tab, it will tell you your current driver version, so you can update it manually or search for it automatically. If you search for it automatically, it's very unlikely you're gonna find an update for it, but I would suggest doing it manually. If that doesn't work, you can uninstall the whole driver and install again and see if that makes difference. One of those two should work. If it doesn't work, it's probably something else, but I hope I helped. Peace.